Hello, good evening. This is the first FB live, sorry, not FB, YouTube live of Prayaana Labs. Prayaana Labs has a YouTube channel and we have very few subscribers. So I always wonder how to increase subscriber base. And one idea what I got is to organize a series of web-based or YouTube-based content in terms of good quality content, mentoring and support system for women. Well, change is something which is not in our control, right? Change is the only thing that keeps changing. And today, as we are all sitting at home, maybe a few weeks back, maybe 3 weeks back, we never thought that we are going to, sit at home like this. And even at Prayana, we had organized, or rather, we had planned various events and various activities for the month of April and May. But I'm sure, such things can or has to, be kept aside because of the situation currently we are in. But that doesn't deter us from providing some valuable information and valuable guidance and mentoring and all what we can do via online. So that's how we decided to organize a series of future talks. Future, which is quite, you know, it's something which is not sure, but still, that's what we hope for, right? Hope is something which we all have in our minds, in our belief that we will be successful or we will be coming out of this situation, and we hope to overcome all the troubles that we want to. Without hope, I don't think the humanity can even survive. I'm reminded of reading an article about the works done by Professor George Bonanno. He's a psychologist, clinical psychologist in Columbia University. So he did a lot of studies in the concept of resilience. Now, what is resilience? Resilience is a concept which is very important for human survival, right? He did a series of experiments, I mean, several decades of experiments on various groups of people. And one of the experiment was on the victims or the the relatives of the victims of the September 11 World Trade Center attack. See, imagine that was a huge terrorist attack, and it was such a drastic blow on the entire world. Everybody was fearful, everybody was dreaded, everybody was anxious about things, and the most affected people were those who were what do you call those who lost their own people because of this attack, right? So at that time, he did a survey, I mean, he did a study among these people, and he found that um, the the people, I mean, the only around 30% of the people had post traumatic stress disorder. It's called PTSD. Now, post traumatic stress disorder is supposedly it's high. If you are looking at the percentage of people, it was only 30%, which in fact has been the highest in all his studies. Okay, so even in the case of other aspects like calamities or pandemics like these and so many other struggles that the humanity faces, it has been found that the human beings have a high amount of resilience. So this is possible only because of two things. One is having a support system, having a community that supports you, having somebody to take care of you even when you're feeling down, or somebody to tell you that you will overcome this. So that is the one of the aspects. The second aspect is our own innate positive traits, which includes a high level of confidence and optimism, and the feeling that we shall overcome, right? So this is very important, and this is a characteristic of any resilient people as well as community. So, what I'm trying to convey to you is that it is during these stressful or tough times that we have to identify what are the qualities that we need for the future. What are the skill sets or what are the opportunities that is there for the future? And the future could be the short term future or the long term future. Probably this was totally unpredicted for all of us. Probably a year back, when someone was talking about future, we all thought that 2020 is going to be such a bright year, and everything is going to be fine. But that is not the reality. We are facing struggles right now, and we still do not know certain aspects of how we are going to deal with this calamity and this situation. And the most affected people, I would say, is uh, the business community, as well as generally, if you look at most affected people, of course, poor people, definitely they are affected. But one big category of people who will be affected because of all this is, of course, the women. Why the women? Because generally, whenever there is any economic recession, whenever there is any situations or fluctuations in the economy, it is actually the women who gets affected. It is predicted that a lot of jobs will be lost in the coming months, and at least 60% of that will be for women. Why? There are many reasons. One is, you know, will be attributed to the skill and the performance attributes. The other could be the requirement for overstretching, which the women may find a little difficult to manage with the current their family and other requirements. So the point what I'm trying to convey is that women can get affected, but that doesn't mean women should be affected, right? So women can prevent themselves from becoming a victim of such situations, right? So how do we overcome that? I would say there's only one way, which is upskilling ourselves, which is always keeping abreast of the situations, also empowering ourselves with the constant motivation and leadership and quality of work that we want to do. And despite all these challenges, I would say we also have an opportunity. In fact, one of the opportunity that we foresee at Prayaana is that we foresee a great boom for made in India products, that too women made products. People may be interested to buy sustainable products. People may be looking at day to day usage products, which could be which are women made and which are sustainable as well. So that is an opportunity, I would say. Most of the women who are considering a job or a career break, or maybe missing or losing their jobs, I would say it is the right time for you to actually come into entrepreneurship. Consider a home based business, consider some kind of a freelancer kind of a job, or whatever. So I mean, if you do not consider, sometimes you may be even forced to do that, because that is how the economy is going. It is going to be a gig economy, and everybody is looking at how to get a service or a product from somebody, uh, on a without much what do you call, without much uh, commitment or an overheads in every month. So it's like you do the work and you get paid. So that is the kind of what do you call trend which is being or rather which is being planned to be adopted by many of the companies. So in this scenario, we at Prayana would like to organize a series of talks called the Future Talks. Future Talks is nothing but a series of talks led by um, eminent and distinguished people who would be guiding women as well as men, whoever is subscribed to this channel, on various topics which are related to career, which are related to business, which are related to so many things. So life generally, and also parenting, different kinds of topics are getting lined up. And I thank in advance all the speakers who are going to join into the series, and I welcome everyone to subscribe to this channel and stay hooked, or rather always keep abreast about what is the upcoming webinar all about. So the webinars would be live webinars, so it will be available for free for everyone, and these webinars can be accessed from YouTube. Just keep subscribed to our channel. Just click the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel so that you are intimated about any upcoming live streamings. So Yeah, so that's all from my side. I'm so glad and so excited about the series of future talks that we wish to organize. And in my team, the Prayaana team, we also have Ms. Elsa as well as Ms. Babita, who will be leading this series of talks. And they are quite an expert in organizing these things. And I hope to see you all maybe in one session, maybe on a different topic in future. So once again, as a signing off note, what I want to convey is that if we believe that something good is going to happen, good will happen. And if we believe that something bad is going to happen, bad will happen. So the choice is yours. Just by believing, you can, overcome a lot of troubles and problems. And you can actually have a positive outlook. By having a positive outlook towards how you can transform or how you can overcome any bad situation is something which you should be thinking loud and clear. So I wish all the very best to all our viewers in overcoming the situation, and stay tuned to Prayana. Thank you once again.